Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Let's do some movement. All right. Welcome. We're just going to be on the ground today, so that's why you see all the carpet, because it's in my carpeted room. So doing that movement, strut your stuff, 20 a day for the Trevor Project. Getting moving. Did not, in all integrity, I did not do this yesterday. I did my own thing, and I didn't share that with you people. But we'll do some movement today. So come on into your spot, come on into your place, into this space, whatever that feels like for you. Grow your spine up. Try to find some length. I'm feeling bound angle pose with my feet together. You can be just in your easy seat with your legs crossed. Or legs out in staff position. You decide what feels good. This feels good to me. Putting a slight pressure on my knees, just opening my hips a little bit more, lengthening the spine on the inhale. Just coming into the breath. Into this place, into this week. That's the intention. I'm setting my intention for the week, and I invite you to do the same. So if there's something that's on your mind or something that you're working on, you're welcome to bring that in. Coming into just a little forward fold and a little stretch. Just lengthening the spine. Continuing to breathe, however that's showing up for you today. Wherever you're at, let's open the legs up. Send that left foot out. Bring that right foot into the thigh area. Adjust the hips. Shake it out. Stay here for a minute, just shifting, seeing if you can ground down a little bit deeper. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. See if you're feeling that stretch a little bit differently. And if you'd like, come into just a little deeper stretch. You walk those hands forward. Notice the stretch. Where is that showing up for you? Lengthening, finding some length here. And then work that way over towards that left foot. This is a great time to bring in that prop, that strap. Sometimes I grab this blanket. I grab whatever I've got. I have all my stuff kind of in this basket behind me. This just helps me kind of pull in. Little hand towel works great for that. Scarf, just actual strap, belt, whatever. Or if you're flexible enough, go ahead and reach yourself all the way over. Go ahead and relax. Come on back up. Shake it out a little bit. Send those legs, both of them forward. Let's do that point and flex. Little pedaling of the feet. Kind of pedal it out, roll the ankles. And we'll go to the other side. Send that right leg out. Bring the left leg into center. Hold here for a second. Adjust those hips. Find that grounding. Where are you? Roll. And then lengthen the spine. So roll the hips down, lengthen the spine up. See if you can find an additional stretch there. Let's just kind of walk the fingers forward. And let this little motion, just slowly kind of walking your way in, wherever that is for you. Again, great time if you want to hang for a little bit longer. You can grab a block and rest your head right here on the block. And then make that way over to the foot. Find your way over to that leg. Bring in that prop if you need it. Lengthening, not arching. Try to avoid like slumping over. Look more for like pushing and leaning, and then you'll feel that stretch a little bit differently and not agitate the back. Come on back, let it go, let those legs go. Shake it out a little bit. Bring them out in front. Let's do a little swimming. Swim towards those toes. Reach. Reach and dip. Feel that. Get ready for summertime. I know it's not even spring yet. One more week, but I'm feeling it. Things are thawing out a little bit, which could be problematic with the flooding that we're having here. Find that length. Come on up. Reach those arms up. Lengthen the spine. And then see if you can fold forward. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, let's do a little bit more. Let's come on down to the back. Find your way down. Bring those knees up. Sit here for a second. Push the spine down if you can, kind of sending the belly button towards the spine. See if you can ground down even in this laying position. Relax the shoulders. Let's open up those hips a little bit more. Bring those knees up. And then begin to find a rotation. Sending the legs around and the knees around in a circular rotation. Opening those hips up. We'll go about 3 times and then we'll rotate and go the other direction. And I'm ready to rotate and go the other way, activating the core on this. You can also bring the toes down to the floor and do more of like a rotation this way, whatever works in your body. Opening those hips, rolling yourself around, feeling the ground beneath you. All right, let's pull in just a little bit of an exercise element. Send those legs straight out. Bring those knees back. Do that a couple times. Send those legs out. Not touching the ground. Activate the core. Bring them back in. One more time. Send them out. Bring them back. And then give yourself a little bit of rest. Drop those feet down. All right, there we go. Let's stretch out the underside a little bit. I am going to reach over. Like I said, I have all my stuff right here. I'm sorry, I did not cue for all of that in the beginning. Grab all your things. I'm always about all the things because it certainly helps me in my practice. If you don't have the things, there's plenty of stuff around your house you can use. I find a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll works really good. Lift the hips. Go ahead into this bridge pose. Roll the shoulder blades down. You can bring that block if you want. I do want. Open up the hips just a little bit. Continuing to breathe. And then drop it down. We're going to open just a little bit more going into the pigeon pose. Bring this right foot up to the left knee. Hang out here for a minute. If this feels like enough, if this feels good, that's fine. If you want, bring that left leg up however you can. Pull it up, stretch it out, open up even deeper. And wherever you're at, come on back, put both those feet down, send it on over to the other side. Left foot comes up, open the foot, open the hip, add a little pressure to the knee. If that feels good, it does to me. And then if you wanted to continue, bring that right leg up and in. You'll feel that stretch on the underside. Come on back, put both of those feet down, unputzel yourself out. Let's do a little bit more core. Bring those knees up. We'll do that same thing. Pull those knees up and in, send the legs out. Maybe this time a little bit higher. Come on back. Wherever you're at, if your feet are down, that's fine. Take this opportunity just to activate the core through your breath. Or you can go back up into any kind of motion that you want to add in here. This one can be pretty hard, pretty challenging, activating everything. All right, bring those feet down. Maybe if your feet were down, maybe you were just doing just a little flex and just pulling yourself up and then allowing yourself to pull back down. We can do a couple of those as well. Just kind of lift the hips, activate the core, and then drop yourself down. All right, friends, extend all the way out. Extend those arms all the way out. Find some length. All the way, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Find that stretch. And then let's go ahead and roll our way on over. Find your way up and over gently. Come up into a seated position. We're going to do some cat-cows, additional stretching of the upper body, and then we'll go into all fours and into the tabletop, and then open up the legs a little bit more. All right, finding your easy seat position. Let's do some seated sun salutations. Inhale, reach those arms up. Find that length. Inhale up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, swing the arms down. Open up those shoulders. Swoop them behind you if you can. See if you can find an extra little stretch right here. Maybe you clasp the fingers. Opening up. Relax and release. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Look up. Find that extra length. Exhale. Just let those arms float down. This time we're going to add a side stretch. Inhale, reach those arms up. Both of them up. And then on the exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee. Exhale, begin to find a twist. Left hand goes behind you. Right hand comes to the knee. Find this beautiful twist in your body. Inhale, lift up just a little bit. Lengthen that spine. Exhale, find that twist. Unpretzel yourself. Come on back to center. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go the other way. Reach those arms up on that inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, that right hand comes behind and the left hand comes over to that knee. Find that twist in your body. Inhale, find that length. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist it out. And pretzel, make your way back to center. Let's do some cat-cows. I think I kind of need to move here so you can see the back. Inhale, reach up, go into that cow position. Look up, exhale, drop the chin to chest, round the back. Inhale, exhale. Couple more times. Opening the back all the way up, relaxing the shoulders. Let's add a little figure 8 in there. Find this extra movement in your back. Really extending the spine and letting it just move in the beautiful way that it can. Loosen the shoulder, loosen the neck, shake it out. All right, friends, get ready to go into all fours. Let's find our way into tabletop. make your way into that tabletop. If this is too much on your wrist, you can always make a fist. Sometimes that pulls it a little bit, changes the weight. Distribute with the hands, kind of pushing out through the fingertips is a great way to imagine distributing the weight a little bit more. And do a couple more of those cat-cows and just really stabilize here in this, whatever that looks like for you. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, scoop it up, extend the spine. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, scoop it up. If it feels good for you, go ahead and take a child's pose, open those knees up a little bit, send yourself back. Come on back, straighten it, stretch out those shoulders. Come on up. However you can get your foot between your hands, go ahead and do that. Bring that right foot up in between those hands, coming into a low lunge. Begin to lift that back left knee and find some openness in this low runner's lunge. You can shake the hips out a little bit, bring it up and down, motion. Really open up the legs. Enjoy this opportunity right now where you're opening up the hips, feeling the stretch all the way through both legs. Lift up, sit down, forward, back. What feels good in your body? Now drop that knee. Come on down, send that leg back out, shake it out, and then we'll do the other side. Bring that left leg up. Begin to add that openness. Start lifting, come up on the toes. Lift up, shake it out, open those hips. Up and back, forward and back, up and down, whatever feels good. And when you feel satisfied, drop that knee, come on back. Let's go into a modified plank. Bring those knees down. Hands are still underneath the shoulders. Extend the length a little bit. Lengthen yourself out. Take a breath here. Adjust your body. Then we'll go down a couple of times. Little modified push-up, all right? Exhale, take it down. Inhale, push it up. 2 more. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale, up. All right, friends, let's go all the way down. We'll do our back bends. Come on down. Exhale all the way down. Oh, give some relief to your arms. Shake them out. Extend them out. Find that beautiful Superman. Reach. Ah! Find that length. Pushing in opposite directions. Exhale, relax. Bring those arms back behind you. Go into this focus. Sending the arms back towards the feet. Lift up. Reach up. Exhale down. Maybe you want to add your legs. Grab those feet. Inhale, reach up. Find those feet. Where are they? They're there. Reach up. Stretch that back. And exhale down. We're going to come up into our cobras and sphinx. Send the head the opposite way. You'll notice you tend to look one way. So inhale, low cobra. Lift up. Elbows are tight into the body. Exhale. Send your head the opposite direction you have been. Bring those hands out. Come into Sphinx. Inhale up. Now we're up to our elbows. Roll those shoulder blades back. Look for that length. Exhale down. Send the neck the opposite way. Let's come up into Sphinx one more time. Inhale up. That's just feeling really good in my body. I wanted to do it twice. Find that length. Roll those shoulders back. Send your neck the other way. time we'll go into that upward dog. Inhale, come up. Everything's up, all the way up to the hips. Lift up. Exhale down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come on up. Find that deep bend all the way up. Exhale, send that neck the other way. And find a little push-up. We're going to find a little push-up and then send our way back into a child's pose. So push on up into like a modified plank. Catch your breath. And then keep going all the way back into child's pose. Bring some rest to your body. If this feels good, come on and sit up. We're going to go into pigeon. Stay back here. Bring this left foot, kind of scoop it around. You see how I did that? I just brought it back, brought it around, and then sit on down. Sit on down into yourself. Another way that you can do that is literally just coming up, kind of crisscross, and then sit down. So see what feels better for you. If that's accessible in your body. If you need more distance here, add a pillow. So you can certainly just add a little something underneath the hip, underneath the underside, and then now I can find this length here without having, there's just a lot going on in this. So if that feels good for you, great, bring it. If not, come all the way down. Feeling that stretch all the way through both of those legs, hip flexors, and the low back. Come on back, switch it out, whatever that looks like for you. I just kind of move my legs around. That's how I do it. But again, if that's too much for you, just come on up. Take the knee. This is another great way to kind of get into this, kind of like you're crossing your legs. And then adjust. Find your way where your foot is near the hip, inside of the hip flexor, and the other leg is on your thigh, kind of the top, the front half, and your shin, and then pointing your toe, finding that length. Again, same kind of thing. I'll just do this on this side just so my body feels it this way too. Important thing with yoga is what we do on one side, we want to do on the other. Just want to be fair to the other side. Find that stretch if that feels amazing. If not, wherever you're at is great. Maybe you stayed down there in child's pose and that feels amazing. That's awesome too. Find your way back, unpretzel those legs, shake it out just a little bit. Let's come up into either a down dog or puppy dog. So maybe you're here and puppy dog. Maybe you're all the way up. You want to come into a down dog. Find some additional length with those legs. And then come on down, find your way down. All the way down. Let's go into a little bit of a rest. A little rest and restore. How are you getting down to your back? I'm just settling in. Come on down. What feels great, find some length. I want that extra stretch. Come into that staff pose. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Let's do a little bit more on those back bends. We'll bring those knees up. Constructive rest. Let your breath catch up to you for a minute here. Then we're just going to send our knees, mine are headed to the right this time, just flop them down. Or let them fall. Find that last little back bend. Can look the opposite direction. That's going to lengthen that all the way up the spine. Feel it all the way through now. One more breath. Then we'll go to the other side. Activate the core, lift those knees up, and let them go on over to the other side. Find that additional stretch here. Last little back bend. Look the other way. Feel that all the way through the spine. Take another breath here, slowing yourself down. Bring those knees on up. Bring them all the way in. Give yourself a little hug here. And then if you want, you can go into a happy baby pose, or if that's too vulnerable and open, just drop your legs however feels good. I'm going into happy baby. I'm going to open those hips one more time. Extend those legs, stretch it out. And coming down. My legs are falling right here in this supine bound angle. And supine just means on the back, so when I say that, it just means you're laying down. Catching the breath. Maybe your feet are like me and you're just really open in this moment. Maybe you're in corpse pose, legs are out, arms are wherever they fall. If you can, leave your palms towards the ceiling. That's just a little bit more of a receiving position. Maybe you're up here in this constructive rest, knees are bent, feet are flat, whatever feels good. Take a couple breaths. Come into your breath. Come back to your practice and your intention, if you set one for this. Bringing one hand to my heart and one to my abdomen, just allowing myself to come back to my center. Just that energy source in the middle of my body, solar plexus, lower dantian, whatever modality you're connecting with in this moment. Slowing the breath down, slowing the heartbeat. Expressing additional gratitude for this practice, for our time together. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Maybe extend a little bit of gratitude to everyone else. A little extra to someone who needs it right now. A little extra love. Maybe that person is you. Honor yourself. Honor the receiving. Continue breathing, friends. I hate for this to end and take you out of Savasana, but if you're ready to end, add a little bit of movement. If you want to stay where you are, you certainly are welcome, if time allows that in your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. We will see you tomorrow. Ciao, friends.